Welcome. My name is Daniel O'Hearn. I will be speaking slowly during this presentation, so you need to exercise patience. I am a LinkedIn data scientist. That's what I call myself. I am also an analyst, a top 1% growth hacker, social seller, and trainer. I help B2B and individuals grow their LinkedIn leads and achieve the same level of success like myself. Most of my training materials are available from my website, 678linkedin.com. Most of them are free, so you can subscribe for your 30-day free trial. If you like what you see, then you can take the 6-month subscription or the 12-month subscriptions. Let's begin. What I do and how I grow my LinkedIn connection to plus 12,000 within 6 months. I apply data science in selecting and inviting the right people to connect with me on LinkedIn. So this is the benefit of learning LinkedIn business analytics from me. I am a geodemographer. I work as a statistician. So I know what I'm saying. The science is called geodemographics, which means I don't just send invitation to any person to connect. I select them by their geodemographics characteristics. Exactly what does it mean? First, I build geodemographic databases of business owners by country, state, city, zip codes, gender, age, occupation, industry, positions, and so on. For example, I have a 1 million database of people involved in forex trading. That is just an example. There are so many of them. So I organize this list according to my interest or niche market that I want to target. Once I do that, I will also create a flat file from the database according to my country, state, code, sex, age, industry, occupation of interest. Like you will have a spreadsheet which is now a summary of the database. Thirdly, I will subject the flat file or the spreadsheet to what I call data scrubbing, cleaning, and validation. When you receive emails from a third party or database of customers or geodemographic database of customers from a third party or a primary source, not all the emails are good. So you need to do good cleaning of it by removing bad emails from your initial flat file. So normally I use different methods to do the scrubbing, cleaning, and to validate my email list. I'm going to show you real life examples of how I do this. So first, I will download, in this example, I will download 25K Lion list. A Lion list are lists of people, or a list of people who describe themselves as open networker on LinkedIn. We call them Lion. So each time you see somebody profile summary and they put Lion, you know that these people are open to accepting any connections from anywhere, any person. So if you join or if you subscribe for the 30-day free trial, you will find this 25K list from my website. You will also find an email verifier software that will help you to remove emails that are not good. So even though this 25K Lion list, some said they are open to network or open to receive connections from any person, not all of them supplied good email addresses. Most people will normally give fake emails. So you need to detect these emails that are not okay. So we do the validation and you save the good emails. The fourth step will be you will launch Email Splitter. It's a software that we now use to divide or split whatever you get from the 25K after verification. You will split the emails into small lists. Each of them will consist of 500 emails. So let me show you with a simple demonstration of how this is done. Okay, I have just launched my own Atomic Mail Verifier. You will get a free copy of this from my website. So the first thing is to import. I will import by going to the folder. Actually, I stored all my emails with Dropbox. I have 20 million emails, for example, which I process. I'm not going to go into that, just to show you that you will have a lot of emails when you subscribe to my free trial. So let's go to the list which I want to use. This is 25K and it is assumed, actually the 25K was originally 28,000. So I will bring it into the email verifier. The email verifier do a lot of things for me. Apart from checking for bad emails, it will also check whether the emails are used for Facebook. So if I want to be marketing to them on Facebook, for example, or use them to grow my Facebook, it is very handy. But let's start on how to do the verification. Once the emails are loaded, you click Start. So it will be going through and sending a test email to each account and see which of them are still or is still active. Those emails that are not active, it will mark them as invalid. It means that this mail, you can see mail123quality.com is invalid. This email is invalid. It means it's no longer, does not exist. There are some emails with connection problems. The verifier is not able to connect. It marks them as uncertain. The good ones are the one you can see are shown as green, valid. Mailboxes exist, so when you invite them to connect with you on LinkedIn, they will surely get your invitation. So the statistics of the progress made in validating, for example, the 25K are shown. We are not going to wait until it finished because that may take like 1 hour. But at the end of the validation process, it will give you the valid emails, invalid and uncertain. And of course, you can then export the valid one back to your folder where you can save them for use in inviting people to connect with you on LinkedIn. So let me stop here because the process is to show you how I validate my emails before using them to invite people on LinkedIn. So after the validation of the emails, whether they still exist, using my software, Email Verifier, you will get a copy from my website. The entire 25K now comes to 9K Lion List. 9,000. Let's check it on spreadsheet. The first header is the meta data, which only consists of email. Then follows the rest. Sometimes I do manual verification by checking and removing email addresses that are not personal email, because LinkedIn only sends invitation to people and not to companies. So what I normally refer to as generic emails, I need to inspect the list and remove them. First, I will sort. Alphabetically, and also manually inspect some emails which I have doubt whether they really exist. I delete them because the essence is to get my information or my invitation to as much people as possible. So here is an example of what I refer to as generic emails. Admin, things like admin, info, support, billing. All of those emails IDs are not good for invitation for LinkedIn because they are not human beings. These are companies' emails, so I delete them. So I inspect the list once again to delete some of these emails that are not associated with people. They are not individual, things like support, info. So I normally delete them from my list. So that is that. I do that first. Again, I do my normal inspection manually to scroll through. And if I see some emails that are really suspicious, I will have to remove them. There are not so many on this list. So you can see I have about 9,000. You will get this list if you don't have Email Verifier. You will get this list if you subscribed to 6 months subscription of my services, of my training. Now the next stage is to use my LinkedIn List Manager. It's a small handy software because you cannot just upload the entire 9K. Sometimes you may have a list bigger than 9,000. You can have up to 1 million. For example, if you download the Forex buyer list, the list of Forex traders on my website or from my website, It's about 1 million. You cannot just upload the 1 million. You need to split them into manageable sizes. Most probably 500. This is what LinkedIn recommends. So I will use this software. It's very small, handy, to split it, the 9,000 list, into 500 each. I will locate where the file is from my folder. Give me a moment. I will locate where the file is from my folder. And this is it. I will then indicate where to store them. I will click split. It's 1 second, it is completed. So let's check. You will see the original 9,000 has now been splitted into manageable sizes of 500 each. Let's see example of one of the files. To see the last file, you will see that it is about 340, but some will be 500 each. Now, it is this small list of 500 each I will now upload to LinkedIn. I will show you how I do that. So here we are, we have completed these examples. You download 25K Lion List, you use email verifier software, you get the software from the website, you validate and save good emails, you use email splitter, you also get the software, and you split it into 500 emails each. So now the next step is actually to upload the emails we have splitted to LinkedIn. I call it intelligent address matching of your flat file with LinkedIn's database. This topic is covered in the study guide 1. Also go to the website and download my study guide 1. So the flat file you have prepared will consist of names of people, not companies. This is why we removed what I refer to as generic email addresses like info, support, admin, and so on. These are not people, they are companies. So you will now have a flat file of a list of emails of people. These people, we will now see whether they exist on LinkedIn. So we match them up with people already on LinkedIn. LinkedIn will then generate a report to show you those people who are already on LinkedIn and they are also on your flat file. This I will accept as my connection. So this process is called matching and joining flat file with LinkedIn database. Nobody is going to teach you this except this my course. So once you have matched them up, you will then send them invitation to connect. I will then send them invitation to connect with me. So I'm going to give you, let's show some examples again on how I do this. To show the examples, I have to launch my LinkedIn account, my profile page. This is my address here. I will then click on my network. It will open up to my network, and currently I have 1,279 received invitation, which I have not accepted yet. You can see I have 12,575 connections already accepted. I will click on Manage All and look for Manage All. Actually will show you received invitation and the one you sent. I will come back to send invitation later, but let's go back to how to add new connection. I will click on Grow Your Network. Under Grow Your Network, it will give you the option to bring emails from your Gmail account, your Yahoo or Outlook, and so on. We don't want to use all of these methods, but we want to upload the files which we have splitted into 18 parts. Each consists of 500 email addresses. So we will like to upload. We will then go back to where the email is stored. I have already uploaded up to 14 in the past. So in order to cut, I will go to 13 list and upload. It will upload the list and you will click upload file. Sometimes you could have errors. I will also teach you how to deal with errors or problems if you are unable to upload the files you have splitted. Of course, if the file is too large, if it's more than 1,000, it will present errors to you. Good, this is okay. LinkedIn have accepted the files which I have uploaded. Not just accepting them, it matches each email address to people who are already on its database and present those people on my list who are already LinkedIn members. These are not companies. You can see they are names of people, owners of businesses, directors, managers, people working. This is a lecturer, and so on. So for me, since they are mainly lions, or they are people who have indicated that they are open to network from anywhere, I will accept all of them. I will then say add to my connection. Then the next stage, those people that are not yet on LinkedIn, you can see this list said the list is a lion list, but actually some of the emails people used are fake emails. They just use the emails in order to either collect or join groups. So normally I don't, if the emails are not yet on LinkedIn, I don't accept them. So I will click deselect and I will skip. So this I deselect, LinkedIn will not send invitations to them. So it will return me back to my network, manage all. I will continue to do the same thing until I loaded all the 9,000. But remember, LinkedIn will then start sending them invitation. As they receive the invitation, they will read the invitation or my profile summary. I'm going to show that to you. If my profile summary sounds good to them, those who will connect with me, they will accept my invitation. Let me show you the examples of email or the message they will receive from LinkedIn on my behalf. So this is a test account, but however, LinkedIn will send them a message on my behalf. The name here I use Smart. This is my second name, but with a different email, just to show you the type of email message LinkedIn will send to people on my behalf. Hi Smart, I'd like to join your LinkedIn network. This is me now speaking to the person I send the email to. I help B2B grow LinkedIn leads with big data analytics, top 1% LinkedIn growth hacker, FX, and fragile finance expert, Namibia. I will explain this when I'm discussing how to optimize your profile. So, it is what people see from your profile summary that LinkedIn will send, or it is what you put on your profile summary that LinkedIn will send to people. So here is another way of getting huge profile view. So if they want to know more about me, they will click on profile view, and this will take them back to my LinkedIn account. And if they like what they see after reading, then they will connect with me. So this is one way of getting huge profile views if you have good page summary. Okay, let's show some results of what I have been talking about on how to grow your connections within few months. Now here is me in 2009. I started LinkedIn in the month of March 27, 2009. That is way back. Between 2009 and the month of August 2016, my connections didn't grow more than 2,000. So for 7 years, I didn't have more than 2,000 LinkedIn connections. And mostly these LinkedIn connections are actually people I know from my Gmail, Yahoo, and sometimes Facebook. So I have links with my friends, local friends, family members, and so on. Just 2,000. Until I decided to do something about it and started using the method which I have shown to you right now. So between August and September, my LinkedIn started increasing to 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, and to 10,000 in December. Of course, you can see a consistent growth. I was adding an average of 2,000 per month. Some people may tell you they will do far much better. Of course, maybe they use some automated system software, but this is what I am doing with manual growing of your LinkedIn connections. You won't run into a problem with LinkedIn because you are doing it manually. Okay. So if you go to my LinkedIn today, you will see that I have actually improved. More people are now viewing my profile, and that is it. I know what it takes to grow LinkedIn. Of course, the intention is for me to get to 30,000. It could happen in the next 6 months. Of course, there are frustrations along the way, but I don't allow the frustrations to get me down, but rather I sharpen my skills. I develop more of my skills on how to use LinkedIn to grow the connection. So you need the skills to grow your connections on LinkedIn. So to overcome this frustration, I have other presentation which I would like to show to you on a different day. First, problems will come whereby you are no longer able to send out invitation to connect. What do? I have this neat diagram. You must have a strategy or strategies, many strategies of growing your connections. First, you will delete old contacts. You will also withdraw pending invitation. I will show them to you in my next presentation. You will, of course, share your experiences through blog and posting on LinkedIn. You will also be able to use automated software. I'm going to show all of this to you in my next presentation, but I would love you to join me on my website. Register as a free trial members if you want to test some of these methods which I am using. Of course, you can run external email marketing. This is the fastest. I have not started this, but I have already put system in place. I will show you some of the tests I have done. So these are ways you can increase your LinkedIn connections, and within few months, at most 12 months, you will get to 30,000. It is not something you cannot achieve. There are so many people on LinkedIn who don't have this knowledge. If you go to one of my posts on LinkedIn, you will see one of the posts, about 3,129 have already viewed this post, which means it's a problem among many people or many members of LinkedIn. What was the problem? The problem here is that as you try to upload CSV or text file contact to send them invitation, at a point LinkedIn will block you. So I posted this question to know how many people are experiencing the same thing. So you can see so many people are experiencing this problem. If you can help them to solve the problem, you will be getting quite a huge number of people viewing your profile. This is another way of getting profile. Another way of getting profile views by helping people to solve their problems. I will take you to this link for you to see what I mean. See, here is the link actually. You can see that it is even increasing, more than 3,278 views. So now I'm offering this video too for them to view, or for them to see how to solve the problem. Let's go back. Okay, I think this is the end of this presentation. If you enjoyed it, please visit my website 678linkedin.com. Sign up for the 30-day free trial. You will get the 25,000 Lion list, which I used as example. You will also get some of the free trial software, which I use as example, for you to start building your LinkedIn connections. You will get the second part of the tutorial also, because as you attempt to upload all your 25,000 or your 9,000, you will have some problems. So I will discuss in part 2, I will discuss how to resolve such problems.